everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Krakow story time slash haul. If you didn't already know, I've been in Krakow for the past 4 nights. It was a Valentine's Day slash anniversary present for me and my boyfriend got each other, and we had the best time. So I'm going to give you a little story time and then a little haul of what I did get. So we went to Krakow from the 13th to the 17th of February. So we were there for Valentine's Day and our 1.5 years anniversary. It was lovely. It was honestly the best time. I've had the best time together. We saw some amazing things, and yeah, so we flew out on the 13th. It was absolute mare trying to get to Manchester. Like, it took us a good couple of hours. Finally got there, parked up. You guys know I'm not good at flying, like I'm the most nervous flight ever. So I was a bit anxious, got on the plane, and then the air hostess was like, oh, do you guys fancy moving to a different seats, because on the emergency exit they had a family and you're not supposed to have like children or like a family on the emergency exit. But the emergency exit also meant we had more leg room and was on the wing. So I turned to my boyfriend and I was like, yeah, let's move. It was like a free upgrade almost. So going out there was lovely. Honestly, I am not a good flyer. Like, I'm shockingly setting off and turbulence, but honestly I have to say Polish Ryanair was the smoothest flight ever. Smoothest takeoff. It was a little bit rocky, but it was manageable, and the softest landing. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. I had a bad experience coming back from New York Ryanair, so I was a bit pessimistic, but it's changed my perception on things. But we got there about 1 o'clock. Their time, like after the transfer and everything. Another thing with Poland is it's really cheap. Like, the transfer price was ridiculous. Like, to get like a bus, the transfer to the hotel was probably about 15 to 20 quid each. The Uber for us both, 20-30 minute drive, £9. £9, honestly. Poland is so cheap. That's one of the good things. Like, me and my boyfriend, I think, took about £200-300 each, and we still had some money left. Another thing that's really good if you're going to Poland as well is a Monzo card. I cannot remember about Monzo cards enough. My boyfriend got me into it, but a Monzo card, you can use it abroad. It's free of charge, and when you get on their machine, you just press that you want to be charged in their money, in zloty, and it gives you the price match exactly what it would be in England, so it's really good. For Valentine's Day, we woke up bright and early. We did a lot of steps while we were there. I think we did about 20k steps each day, so be prepared to be walking a lot if you're going to Krakow. But the first day we did a little explore. We went around the old town square. We had a look at all the castles. For food wise, for Valentine's Day, we actually went to Moo Steak, which is a recommendation. A lot of the places went with recommendations off TikTok. Moo's did not disappoint. It was really good steak. I did think it was slightly overrated, but it's really good. The one thing I noticed with Poland as well, you have to like pick all your sides. So like, you buy the steak as it were, then you'd have to get the chips and the sauce. Like, it were all little extra bits. I mean, it was like not like a lot extra prices, but that was one thing I didn't know. I did notice you couldn't get like a set meal. And then we went for a couple of drinks. One thing I did notice about Poland, the vodka, it's so strong and it's so bitter. We went to this vodka bar, and I'm not joking, me and my boyfriend did a runner because the drinks were that bitter and I could not drink them. So we literally paid for the drinks, had a sip of all of them, and then just fled because we was like, we cannot drink the rest of it. Like, it was pure, like it tasted of nail varnish remover. Like, it's crazy. Again, the drinks are really cheap out there as well. Right.
Green wood. And pour it slowly in the cup.
Right, so that one, that's the glass.
Cheap as well.
Small yellow flavoured bottle in the cup. Right. Contents of the test tube. Do not touch it with your hands. I feel like I'm not gonna. That is sick. Look at it. Let's wait till it stops smoking. Danny, that's mad.
I don't want smoke on my drink.
Look at it.
It's good.
I want to, what's...
That's mad that little thing there.
Can do that.
Just that.
Gonna be here a while.
What did you just do that?
Yeah, just pop it in, don't touch it. Right, final thing. But yes, I feel like Valentine's Day was just spent exploring, spending the day together, and it was lovely. My boyfriend did get me a little rose. It was slightly peer pressure into it, but he did get me a rose, which was really cute as well. Then going on to the 15th. So the 15th was actually the day that we were going to Auschwitz, which is something I have wanted to do for years. Honestly, I started studying like Auschwitz, the Holocaust, at like 12 years old, and I've had a little bit of not an obsession but an interest in it. Like I've just found it so interesting. I've always wanted to see it in real life. The night before I was actually going was having a early night. We had a bit of a run-in with the noisy neighbours. The girls next door to us were so noisy, so rude. Like wouldn't have been bothered because we weren't bothered about the time we were getting up, but because we were having Auschwitz in the morning, we were really bothered. We were like, we're up early, we need some sleep. So we had to go down to reception to complain. They came up to talk to them, and they were just laughing and speaking rubbish about us through the walls. We could hear everything. Thankfully we didn't run into them because I would have had something to say, but yeah, that was just a bit annoying. We didn't hear them the rest of the trip. It was just that night, but it is what it is. So the 15th of February was actually the day we went to Auschwitz, and honestly it is the most like eye-opening, shocking, still imprinted on my brain. I just can't get over it. Like if you are here in Krakow, you do need to go to see it. So we went to the museum first, which is the Auschwitz one, and then we went to the Auschwitz-Birkenau, which is obviously with the iconic railway track and the arch. So we started off in the museum, which is where all of the items are, so like the shoes. The shock of just the amount of stuff was what I think hit me the most. I did cry at one bit. I was trying to be really strong the whole way through, but I did cry at the bit. You can't actually take photos of it, but we walked into this room and it was like a big display cabinet. It was honestly the length of a double-decker bus, and it just had hair in, like all the hair that shaved off people, but it was like this display was full, and I think it just like hit me, and I just started like tears were streaming. Like I was walking out the room with just tears running down my face. Like it is such an upsetting thing to see, look, to know that it happened, if you know what I mean. So we also walked through a gas chamber, which I did quite quickly. I didn't want to be in there too long because I was like, see scratches on the walls and stuff. You do have to psych yourself up a bit to go in there, I'm not going to lie. But our tour guide was amazing. We had a Polish tour guide, and she had we had the headphones on listening to her, and she knew so much, like stuff I didn't even know about the place. Like she was so informative, like she just told us so much that I didn't know, and I just found it so interesting. I could listen to her all day. So we did that, and then we came back. We went out for food. We went to another steakhouse again because Chloe loves her steak apparently. Every time there's steak on the menu, I just opt for steak. The next day, the Friday, it was again another bit of like an exploring / shopping day. We did a bit of shopping. Again, everything's just so cheap. I was just like, oh, I might as well buy it while I'm here. Hence why there's a little bit of a haul in this video. We went to Mr. Pancakes, which again was a recommendation of TikTok. That was incredible. You guys know how much I love pancakes. I got the Magic Stars one. Beautiful. We went to Pizzatopia, which again is another TikTok recommendation and something I highly recommend you do while you're there, because you can make your own pizza. You can put as many toppings on it, and I think it's like something ridiculous, like 35 zloty, which is literally like £8 like it's something ridiculous like that. Went to Bubble Toast, which is a very Instagrammable bar, and the drinks, where I got 3 drinks for 8 zloty, which again is ridiculous pricing. 3 different variants of a porn sandwich. So the original, I had like a strawberry one and then a lychee one, which I didn't think I'd like, but it was quite nice. We also did a lot of museums while we were there. We did the Optical Illusion Museum, which I do recommend because that's a lot of fun, and the Be Happy Museum. If you are an Instagram girl like me, you will love the Be Happy Museum because it's just loads of places to take photos, really. I did love exploring the town. I definitely do think 3 to 4 days is enough though. Like I feel like towards the end of the trip, me and my boyfriend were like, oh, what is there left to do? Like you get that vibes. Like I feel like 3 to 4 days was definitely enough to see everything we wanted to see. We had really good weather while we were there as well. There was no rain until the day we flew back, which I was so happy about. Like it was quite warm, it wasn't too cold. I did have to obviously keep my coat on quite a lot, but it was around like between I'd say 8 to 13 degrees, so it wasn't actually that bad. But yes, let's get on into the haul and show you guys what I did pick up while I was in Krakow. So, as I said, my Valentine's present from my boyfriend was obviously us going to Krakow, but he did get me something before we went. He was going to bring it with us, but with the amount of space we had in the case, it probably was a good idea to give me it beforehand. But he did get me this cute little Stitch. He just said he loved it and he knows how much I love Stitch. It's got Stitch and it's got a little love art and it plays a couple of songs. Me and my boyfriend can't figure out which one of the songs is. It sounds like an Elvis song, but I don't 100% know, but we love Stitch. So as you guys know, every time I go away, I always buy like certain things to remember the place by. So I'm going to start with those. First thing I always buy is, as I always say, tacky ornament. It's something I add to my collection, shows my travels. And as I keep picking up little snow globes. I don't know what it is, like I just prefer the snow globes. So this is the little snow globe I got for Krakow. It's just got all the main architecture buildings on it, and it says Polska, Krakow, and it's got a little dragon inside. I didn't actually know what the dragon was for until I got back. So one thing I would say before I go to Krakow is, oh, the sun's coming out. One thing I would say before I go to Krakow is definitely do your research, because I feel like I didn't know much about stuff. I always do every time I go away. I always pick up a shot glass as well, and this was the shot glass I picked. This one's very different. I just really liked the shape of it. It's this really nice peachy orange colour. It says Krakow, and again it's got all the architecture structures on it. Really, really cute. Love that. From Auschwitz, I did pick up a couple of postcards. Me and my boyfriend have a memory box together, so a lot of like their tickets and stuff I will be putting in the memory box. But I wanted to get a couple of postcards for it, so I got a postcard. These were one zloty each as well. I got a postcard of the sign that says "Work sets you free," and then I got one of the railway tracks with the archway at Birkenau. And then also while we were there, I did pick up some commemorative coins, which my granddad would be very proud of me for picking up coins. But these again are just something I'm going to put in my memory box. Again, it's got the sign on and the archway, and then it just says Museum Auschwitz 1, Museum Auschwitz 2 on the back as well, just as a little memento. It actually should not be promoting this, but I did pick up some sunglasses off the floor in Krakow and I did bring them home with me. They're from H&M, and I saw them and I was like, well, no one's going to be coming back for them, so. And I quite like the shape of them, like these tortoise shell with this gold. So I was like, you're coming home with me. So yeah, do not promote stealing, even though it's not stealing, but no one was coming back for them, so finders keepers. Something I'm so excited about. They had a Hard Rock Cafe. I literally like squealed because the last time I went to Hard Rock Cafe was in New York, and the sauce and the steaks there are just chef's kiss. So we did go to Hard Rock Cafe one of the days, and I did pick up, because the one I got from New York, I don't know why I bought it so small, but it does not fit me at all anymore. So I did buy a new top. It just says Hard Rock Cafe Krakow, and I got it really, really big and oversized, so I can actually wear it and keep wearing it. I absolutely love this, and I'm very glad I've got one back in my life. Of course, I went into Sephora. I saw Sephora and I was like, I need to go in, because it's very rare I get to go into Sephora in the UK. I think the closest one to us is Manchester, so I was very excited when I saw this. I tried to go for stuff I've not seen in this country, or stuff that's really hard to get in this country. So the first thing I got was a Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush. I did pick up the shade that I always wear, but this is another one. This is in the shade Happy, which is like a bright, bright pink. Because like I said, it's very hard to get Rare Beauty. It's always sold out at the minute. But this is the colour. Like I said, it's just this gorgeous pink colour, and I cannot wait to start wearing it because these blushes are insane. So I'm very excited about that. The next thing I picked up was the Fenty Skin Melon Tree Hydrating and Strengthening Lip Oil. I've not actually seen any of the Fenty Skin Care range, but this, I put it on my lips and it's amazing. Like, I had really dry lips one of the days and this just sorted it out like that. So I was like, okay, you're coming home with me. And it tastes amazing. But yes, I think I'm going to keep this in my work bag. It's so good. So very excited about that. Then I did pick up some more blushes from the Milani stand. Got my favourite one, which is the shade 01 Dolce Pink. This is the one I wear all the time. Milani blushes are so good because it's like a highlighter and blusher in one. Like they just give off an insane glow. So this is my favourite one. And then I picked up a new shade, which is the shade 12 Bella Bellini. I liked this one because it was like a lighter pinky peach, like champagne colour. And I think it'll go really nice. I do go for my pink tone blushes. And from Zara, I did pick up, I was very well restrained because as I knew, I didn't have a lot of space in my suitcase. Me and my boyfriend shared a suitcase, which I don't know how exactly we managed, but we did. So I was very restrained in Zara. But the first thing I did get was this little basic seamless, it's like a beigey nudie cream colour crop top. This was 65 zloty, and this just feels so nice. I haven't seen this in England, it probably has come out by now, but it was like new in stuff, so I was like all over it. And you know I love a basic, and Zara do really good basic. Saw this jacket and I couldn't leave it. How nice is this jacket? So it's just this black collared, almost like a shacket. It's got the white contrast stitch. This was 149 zloty. I got it in a size large. I just think like with all of my basic t-shirts, this is just gonna look so stinking cute, and I couldn't leave it. I saw it and I was like, yes, yes please. Quickly show you a couple of bits I did get on Vinted while I was out there. Obviously ordered them to the house. There are some holiday bits from Princess Polly and they were so cheap on Vinted, so I was like, I need them because I'm going to Crete for my birthday and I cannot wait, and I think these look so cute while we're out there. So the first one is this. It's gonna be really hard to show you. But it's just this floral maxi dress. So it's blue and white. It's got this beautiful lace frilly cups, and then it ties at the back, and then it's just, as I said, a long dress. I think this would be really nice. These I've got in mind for like the evening meal because we're going all inclusive. So I think these will be nice for then. And then I got this little co-ag which is brand new with tags. And this again is gorgeous. So it's just this little white top. It's got the most gorgeous floral pattern in it. It's got a little cutout at the bottom. That's the top, and then the little skirt, which is probably a bit too short, but it's going to be worn on holiday, so it's absolutely fine. Is this little again, it's got lace trim and a little mini skirt. So I'm absolutely obsessed with all those. That was my trip to Poland. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.